Hi everyone, Tim here from Podiatry. Now I want to talk to you this morning about foam rollers. Chances are if you're a runner or involved in any kind of active sport, you've come across one of these. This is a particularly enormous example of a foam roller, but they come in different sizes, different densities, different colours. Some have bridges on them, some don't. And the idea is that you have a tight and painful muscle, then say a painful or tight calf muscle, then you roll up and down on this until your eyes water and you're begging for mercy. And all being well, after a while the pain and the tightness goes away. And they do work. They can be quite effective. I've certainly had use of them in the past. But it's very important to bear in mind just a few things in terms of safety and getting the best use out of them. Number one, how long should you foam roll for? Well, the best evidence we have seems to indicate that the most effective benefits come if you roll for between 10 and 20 minutes. Now, I'm not advocating rolling continuously for 20 minutes. What I would do in a flexibility session would be to break it up into, say, 5-minute blocks. So you do 5 minutes of rolling, I think I'll do something else, another flexibility exercise, and then come back to it, do another 5 minutes, and possibly split it into 2 sessions of 10 minutes. But the danger is if you roll too much, particularly if an area is painful, you might overdo it and just make things worse. So roll for up between 10 and 20 minutes, but try and break it up a little bit. Now the second thing is, talking in terms of the lower limb, which is my area of speciality, it's important that you avoid rolling over the joints of the hip, the knee and the ankle. Now, in terms of the hip, there's an important muscle that runs across the hip called the piriformis, which can get tight, but it also presses on the sciatic nerve, or it's very close to the sciatic nerve. So if you compress the muscle while you're rolling across it, if you're too aggressive, you might irritate the sciatic nerve, which carries the nerve supplies to the lower leg. Excuse me. So you want to avoid that. Going further down to the knee joint, there are important structures. Obviously, there's the patella, the kneecap at the front of the knee, and an important nerve bundle at the back of the knee. So you don't want to be rolling over those areas because, again, you can cause damage. And moving down towards the ankle joint, it's important to avoid the Achilles tendon because, again, there are important structures around the Achilles tendon there to prevent friction, and you can cause a bursitis, inflammation, which is just going to make things worse. And thirdly, if you are getting continuing pain and tightness in a particular muscle and it's not responding to foam rolling, then it's worth considering that there may be a deeper underlying issue that you should get looked at, get some professional help. It may be that the muscle is weak. If muscles are tight, it's often symptomatic of weakness. So you want to sort of go more towards perhaps strength and conditioning and flexibility. So if you're not really getting anywhere with the foam rolling alone, then look at other causes and get help if you need to. So overall, it's a useful tool and something I use a lot and I prescribe a lot in my clinics. But it's important to stay safe and be sensible about your use of it. Okay, I hope that's been helpful, and I will speak to you soon. Bye for now.